guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a surprise video from the people over at DICE, Motive. A bunch of studios have all come together from all across the world to work on Battlefield this time. I believe we got 5 different studios, or 4 different studios. There's Ripple Effect in California, we got Criterion over in the UK, Motive in Canada, and DICE in Sweden, all working on one game. And apparently they've all come together to form Battlefield Studios. Project is being helmed by a bunch of, directors across the board, but also we have Vince Zampella, who is known for, he's been at the helm of, I believe Apex Legends back in the day. He was the director or overseeing the Call of Duty series back in the day, Modern Warfare. But me and you have been talking about this for a while, and I knew they were going to do it. I just didn't know it was going to be anytime soon. But I was like, that gameplay trailer is going to get everybody hype again. And this video, when I clicked on it, I didn't expect to see any gameplay at all. I was just like, oh, they're trying to... When I saw Battlefield Labs, I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, they're ramping up now. The marketing is starting. And I knew they were going to, when I saw Labs, I was like, oh, they're going to start doing play testing again. So it's kind of like a trailer for introducing themselves, who they are, and, they're trying to outreach or doing outreach towards the community. The last 20 seconds, dear God. When they initially said that they were bringing Battlefield to the modern era again, what I saw in them 20 seconds is what I expected in 2020, years ago. That's what I thought the direction we were moving towards. I don't know what the hell we got with Battlefield 2042, but it was not that. But judging by these last 20 seconds, it really feels like they have the soul of Battlefield down pat, the foundation of what the game should be. You got the nice gritty environments that we are used to. No operators, from what I can see.
No quips. Yeah.
None of that.
We'll have to see.
But Ghost, what did you think?
I'm excited about it. I'm really glad they didn't go back to strictly World War II and World War One.
Right.
I love modern Battlefield.
Yes.
But we were just talking about right before this, watching it sounds promising. I like what they said. It sounds like there's some passionate people behind the IP again, which is great because I think they need that. But also them saying, I don't want to repeat myself since we just talked about it, but they're gonna they're in pre-alpha and they want the player base to see it so they can modify it, change it, tweak it, and then do it again and again and again until it's polished. That's what you want to hear. And especially because the last one was just so disastrous. And then them trying to run it back, talking about it was a 6-month-old,
just a complete
version
lie
of it or whatever. Yeah, it seems like the gentleman that's at the helm, he's got his head on straight, and I'm totally here for it. Now, obviously, I still want to play it to see it, but the fact that it's modern and it looks like they're going to take into consideration the player base, I think they're in a good state.
And I think the player base has been itching for Battlefield, some remnant of Battlefield 4 to come back, because Battlefield 4, towards the middle and end of its life cycle, hundreds of hours just poured into that game. I want iconic maps again. I can't really name any of iconic maps across the battle. I know I can't. I'm not really a World War fan, so I really didn't play the Battlefield 1 a lot or anything like that. But I think Battlefield 1 had the best visuals and kind of innovation on top of what they already had, building fortifications and stuff like that, because it felt like they were moving towards a good direction. I was like, oh, I don't really, even if I don't care about this setting, I'm really excited for them to continue this type of gameplay in a modern
Right.
setting. Because I was like, but we didn't get that. There's like a lack of continuity between, Battlefield 1 and what we got with 2042. It's almost, we didn't even get a scoreboard. We couldn't even get a conventional scoreboard in the game.
Right.
We didn't even have squads at the beginning of the game or you couldn't even change. I can't remember. So many things were broken at the beginning of that game. I can't even remember, just it was being held together by chewing gum
By
at that
shoestring.
point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate that they do it because they do it every damn time. Every year
Right.
we keep saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna. We have to wait." I'm never pre-ordering. That's already off the table. That will never be done. But that marketing team and the trailers, they always get you hype no matter what. And it's also nice to hear the sounded like the Battlefield theme in the background during those last couple of seconds where they showed the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just really excited. Looks like they're going in the right direction. And like you said, the play testing is really important.
It is, and I don't know. It it sounds so messed up. I can't be sold by the trailer, unfortunately,
Yes,
and I know that sounds
absolutely,
bad,
exactly.
but 2042, where they immortalize that gentleman that did the iconic jump out of the jet, shoot a rocket, kill another jet, get back in the jet, and fly off.
Right.
You didn't get that, and I know we've talked about it a lot. I'm sure there are other people out there in the Battlefield pantheon of players that it just didn't live up to that, and to think the developers who developed the game and the people in the marketing team were on two different pages when that marketing campaign came out.
Marketing
It
team
was
knew.
abundantly apparent. Like
Right.
it came out, and the developers were looking left and right, like, man, hey, did Steve code that in there, because we can't do that, and it was too late.
The marketing team knew what Battlefield was. What the problem was is that the developers didn't get enough time to make what we saw in that trailer, like at all. It was just complete mismanagement nightmare going on. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I'm hoping to get into the playtest because when I first signed on, it was like a queue of over 100,000 people trying to get on at one time, and they told me my wait time was over an hour. I don't even think I'm in there now, and I probably missed the queue time anyway, to be honest. Yeah,
But
my queue
from
is no
what
longer
they
valid.
said, yep, and what they said versus what they were able to talk to, it's promising. But we just got to see.
Right.
I want to see it in action. Now, whether or not if they're going to do a limited kind of you get a key and you can get in, whether or not I'm able to play it or not, I want to be able to see game footage, because I'm, as much as I would love, and I mean love, to get a Battlefield 4 experience again, I also just want to see what they're doing, because I know they want to
Exactly.
innovate a little bit, but if they can even get 50% there,
I want
just
a
a little
polished
bit of a
Battlefield.
nostalgia.
Like I
Yeah,
just want
that's
it
what
to
you thought you were
be.
getting last time.
I know
I
I
was
didn't.
re-downloading
After
it
I
until
played
you
that
told me
beta,
until you remember it was trash.
when I played that beta, I was like, "Oh, we're heading for a disastrous launch," because it nothing was looking right. Is I don't know what that feeling was. It was like impending doom before, because it was
Well,
only a couple of months before
well,
the game was
you
coming
know
out.
what it was. Someone didn't They didn't play test it correctly, and the gentleman at the helm did not read the source material,
Nope.
or didn't know the IP that he was playing with. And I don't mean
Nope.
that in a negative way, just I don't think he ever truly seen Battlefield and was just like, yeah, it's a shooter.
And I
Okay.
also don't think that like it's always leadership who think they know better than the developers, because they were clearly trying to pull from other games like this hero, like putting all these like specialists in there with these quips, trying to make it kind of like a hero shooter. Like, I'm sorry, that's not Battlefield, and that's not what this community wanted to play. And it was so nice to see. Like, this community is nowhere near like Call of Duty, where Call of Duty players would just eat slop from the ground. Battlefield players immediately said, "No, I'm not
No.
playing that." And within 30 days, they went from 100,000 to drop to under 2,000 players. That's solidarity. That means that all of us are all on one page to say this is crap. But
and we're all crackheads, and we're gonna get back on there to see this either fail or do really well.
Exactly. At the end of the day. But I don't have anything else. Ghost, did you have any more thoughts?
Nope, I'm good. We'll see how this goes.
Right. Well, let us know in the comments if you're excited. Don't you dare pre-order.
I already pre-ordered mine.
Oh my god. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell. Did you say $120?
I don't even know if that's real, but I just wanted to stress you out.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.